Okay. Mm, Here, as always, we have the three main cards of the reading that tell us what is the situation energetically talking and give us a big panorama of it. So we have the Four of Wands upright, the Six of Swords reversed, and the Three of Wands reversed. For me, in a very fast look at it, what I see is you have a new project. The project you are working on is related to a house, a new home, a new residence. Yeah, for some, maybe that you are getting married, so that's why you have a new house. For others, they are getting engaged. But the thing is, it doesn't have to be marriage home. It is very strong, the feeling of a new house. And by new is that you take new possession of it. Doesn't mean that it has to be new built. Okay. But the thing is that there are some kind of difficulties. The things don't go as smooth as you would like, and it's creating a little bit of impatience. Okay. Maybe perhaps some doubts if it is going to work. But let's keep going. Underneath, we have the Eight of Fire, that is the Eight of Wands, reversed, and consequences, like is the traditional justice in the traditional tarot deck, and it's reversed too. For me, what it means here, what is expressing underneath the situation, is like this house. Then it comes with some entanglement. That means like it's a little bit messy, the situation. Maybe it has some kind of a strings attached of it. It doesn't, in one word, it doesn't come as smooth to you. You have to work for it to get it. And maybe that is the reason why you are having those delays. And the communication is part of the problem, that is not as good as you would like, or not as fast as you would like. And here we have what surrounds you, as we have the Knight of Cups upright and the Ace of Swords reversed. With the Knight of Cups, what I think is like if someone was implicated in this situation, you or the other person finally decide to kind of to have a truce on that. It's like, okay, a peace offer. Let's make things easier for everybody. Let's fix the situation. Finally, that is a very good thing, because again, it was some mess around here that that also affect all the people, and it seems like the peace is going to be done, but it's going to cause a little bit of time, because the communication is not as clear, and there are many things that you don't know, or you don't know yet. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that there are a lot of things to work on, and to find out. That house is coming, but it's coming with a lot of work related. And here is the approach that you are having, or the approach that you should have. You can take it as an advice, or as a warning, okay, guys? So we have the Page of Cups and it's reversed, and we have the Three of Pentacles upright. What I think is that, yeah, someone didn't take well this thing of the house. I believe someone has been acting a little bit like a childish, and that act kind of a disturbance emotionally for you, and you had to return. And you know what? You have to refocus yourself. What is important here? You cannot please everybody. I always say the same thing, but it's a good nature. Whoever is not too happy with this, or even you are that person. You two guys have a good nature. It's just that he didn't take it correctly, maybe the first time, but this thing must turn around for good, so it's going to be fine. And you here it is telling you, keep going, keep working on your project. And it seems like you are doing that. Keep going with your plans because it's totally worth it. It's a great idea. That house or the place or the new apartment, whatever it is good. And if we're talking about the marriage, it's good. It's very good. So really, if you like the idea, keep going. And here we have the title of the Bible is saying strength and wheel of fortune. Both are major arcana. They are forces above us that we don't have control, guys. And here we have strength, it says underneath, in the lion's den. And here we have the written on the wall. Both cards had, for me, in my opinion, a message of focus on the real thing, what is real important, not the adversity, because things change in the blink of an eye. Okay, but let's try to see what the card says with the bottom of the decks, and if they confirm or they tell us anything or something else that we have to keep in mind. Okay, guys. So as we said, we are approaching at the situation of the new house or new home or marriage, but I believe new residence. We have here we have someone who didn't take the thing very good, who create a little bit who is not feeling too happy. Could be you, could be someone else. Okay, could be you that you don't feel too extreme, or you get very emotional because the fact of the you love this house. I see it. I see that is you really are delighted with the idea of getting, but there are some setbacks, and that made you stumble a little bit about your feelings. It's very important that you watch out, think what you are going to say. And if it is not you, someone that received the news, the message of this new house, again, didn't take it correctly. And it's affecting. But the fact is that you are keep going. You are keeping going on this project because you're making plans about that. And it seems like it's going to be very good. Here we have the star, and the stars is reversed. A star is always, by default, I would say star is always good. But it is true because it's wishes and dreams. And when it's upright, it's like everything is in your favor. Everything goes with you. You are going with the flow. And you are going, surely you're going to receive all those things that you are dreaming about. But when it's reversed, and keeping in mind this, what I feel is a little bit negativity. It's like you are kind of having an unhealthy, or someone is having an unhealthy attitude towards your dreams. It's like that person is causing a little bit of distress. That person, the opinion of that person has affected the project a little bit, but not to stop it because you are determined to keep going on that. You just have to try to rebalance yourself and believe that is a good thing. Don't allow other people's opinion affect you in some way. If it is something good and it is good for the best of all, and there's nothing that is going to damage or harm anyone, keep going with your project. It's only good. Don't allow those words or those comments affect you so badly. And here we continue with what was surrounding you, what was affecting the situation from the outside point. It was like, there is a need, or someone is finally communicating correctly with the bottom. The bottom of the communication is good. It's a good heart. It's like you just want to communicate something in a very peaceful way with a lot of love. although there is unknown things that you have to find out. And here, if I can take it, guys, my goodness. Okay, I think here, what we have here is the King of Cups, and is upright. The King of Cups is going to be someone in this situation that is going to help you out to find out the unknown things, and to also kind of be the bridge between those people that they don't consider the house idea as a good one, and yourself. The King of Cups is going to be, that could be a man or female, because again, is a general reading. Is the one who is going to be kind of the intermediary between you two guys, between those two parties or three parties. So is your ally, is good, is your friend, is your side. Could be, if we are talking about a family thing, could be your husband or could be your wife, okay? And could be this house, could be something in the family. But this is key. And you already know me. I don't tell the signs. I don't tell you if it's a Cancer, if it is a Scorpio. I don't say those things because create a lot of confusion sometimes. But I'm telling you, this is a person very close to you. I will say kind of your husband. If no, your husband could be your brother. It's someone that is going to be the intermediary here. It's going to advise both parties of the situation for good, and is going to help to make peace. Is not the fastest king, in my opinion, but his thoughts are good. It takes a little bit of time to take them, but once they are, he made those decisions, they are great, and it's going to help you a lot. And here we have, again, what it was underneath the surface was the consequences reversed, and the Eight of Fire, Eight of Wands. We were talking that we found that this house, new house, home project, came with some messy stuff, some entanglements, some strings attached that we had to fix first in order to get what we want. And that was creating a lot of delays. And the communication was not as easy as we wanted. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Fire Tome. That means, as the traditional title is, the Knight of Wands, and it's reversed. What I feel about that is like you cannot allow that those little challenges that you're going to find distract you from your prize. You have a passion for this situation, for this project, and you cannot get distracted on that. You have to recover your passion, but learn to tame it. And by that I mean, it's like you have to be more adaptable of what is coming. If it requires a little bit more time than you thought, you have to deep breath, and just do it slower. Never stop, because the Knight of Wands never stops. Although he has a feeling now that he cannot move forward, it may be true, but of course you can do it. The problem comes that maybe it's not the pace you will like. You will like a faster actions, see results faster, and it's taking longer than you thought. But you are in the right path. You're doing right. You just have deep breath. You have to fix first this entanglement that comes with the house, and once everything is clear, you can keep moving forward. It's one step at a time, and by that I mean maybe you have to fix something illegal in the house. If it comes with the family, you have to make other people know about your plans, etc., etc. Okay, and then we keep going, and we have these three main cards. Remember, we have someone whose main focus is a new residence, a new place to be, to live, to buy, to build, and some delays, and kind of a feeling too, like that comes with a lot of history, and the moving forward is not as easy as it should be, and is sometimes you doubt if it is possible that you can finally get it or achieve it, or but I can feel that you are right in this. I mean, your decision is a good one. The house is the house for you. But the location is good. That is the real deal good. Um, you have to take it in a very calm way, because here we have the Temperance card and it's reversed. Um, you have to kind of try to balance your what it is, the things that come in, and your feelings and your emotions. Don't allow your negative thoughts dominate your mind. You have to be very, very emotionally stable, because it's going to take a while. The process, if you're building a house, everybody knows, is not one night and it's done. It takes time. So you have to work and kind of put peace in everybody, and in your mind. Finally, your mind, your heart, your emotions. And here we have, guys, those two cards that they are talking about. The Strength is in the Lion's Den, and the Wheel of Fortune. Again, if you know something about the Bible, you know here Strength in the Lion's Den. We know this is a story of Daniel. The Daniel was he reject the decree of the king, saying that everybody had to worship him, and he said that the only thing, or the only one who will ever worship, is God. And so they threw him in the lion's den. But and the king was his friend, so he was really having a awful time punishing Daniel. But he really, Daniel had such a level of faith that he prayed God, and God rescued him from the lions. And because they shut the mouths of the lion, and he spent the night in a good way and safe. What I'm trying to say with this story is, like, if you realize here what you have is a focus. He doesn't focus on those lions are your problems, the challenges that you're going to find in your way to achieve whatever you want, your goals. But he was focused on him, not in the storm, not in these problems around. You have to keep focus on what you want, your goal. And this case is your car, is your house, is your marriage. If it is a marriage, what we're talking about is, but I believe is, again, is a new house, is something, new residence. And here is the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is like telling you everything changes in the blink of an eye, everything. And I see here in the bottom of the deck, let me see if I can take it, we have the King of Deniers. That is the King of Pentacles, and is underneath says King Solomon. Sometimes, well, it's not sometimes, always we are talking about, we have problems of wisdoms. A wisdom, everything is a wisdom problem. And by that I mean that with wisdom comes all the solutions for everything. King Solomon was the wisest man in the world, was considered like this. And for me, and with wisdom comes money too, and comes power, and comes strategies, and comes all those things that you're going to need for that. Here, I believe he's telling you, don't focus on what your adversaries say. Don't focus on your challenges and problems. Just keep focused on what you want. In order not to get distracted, focus on the solution, not the problem. Everything change. Everything can change in the blink of an eye, and it seems to me that is going to be what happens. Out of the blue, you're going to find that those people that were at first against your decision of the house, they're going to make a truce with you. They are going to come in peace, and they are not going to be enemies anymore. But meanwhile, you are a little bit kind of disturbed, kind of imbalanced, kind of with a need of healing that you still, because kind of a bitter feeling because of those people's opinion, or when you think it's a great idea, and I believe it's a great idea. Okay, guys. So with wisdom comes the right decisions. Look for wisdom. Look for the people who is wise enough to help you out. Look the perfect way to handle the finances, because you are going to have the finances for this project. So do not worry. I believe this is only two pentacles you have here, and is working on a plan without good budget, and people are realizing that you're doing a great job. The person in charge of the money, that is fine too, and is not just good with money, but also is a wise person. And you have the counsel of this other person who is going to be the intermediary here. So everything looks good. Just don't keep any resentment for those people that at first didn't get what you wanted. Okay, and here we have two runes, that is Menats and 37th. Here is, for me, is quite telling you that the adversity that you find at first with other people's opinion, people who are related to this house, at first didn't take the idea in a good way, and I can see that here. But for you is to be there, even if there are interferences from others, you should remain kind of modest. Don't make bigger the situation that it is, and don't be your own enemy. It's not all the time about you. Just deep breath and let this person work in your favor. Let's give that time to assimilate what's going on. Okay, guys? Because it's going to help. Time heals everything. And here what we have is like, you are going to have that luck, that out of the blue change of events in your favor. And you are going to feel like you're going to believe. It's going to be in 1 second, you're going to believe that you can make it, and it's the reality. So if it is that the case, if that applies to you, and you are thinking, or you are building, or you are going to change a home, a house, apartment, it is a great idea. If it affects you affects other people in your family or a closer one, and they don't think it's such a great idea, give them time to think about it. But keep going, because it's a great way to go. And it's full of happiness. Just try to work on yourself to take in a better way the timing factor. You don't have control of the timing. You have to be wise in all of your decisions, but don't allow anybody to imbalance this happiness. I think it's a great decision, the new house, and you're going to be very, very happy. Honestly, it's going to be very good. Just don't freak out too much, about those people's opinion, and give them time. It's a fact. You're going to do it no matter what. So just give them time.